In the last video, we built an indestructible digital vault using symmetric encryption. Algorithms like AES are incredibly fast and basically unhackable. But we ended on a massive cliffhanger, the key sharing problem we discussed. If you want to send the vault to your friend across the world, you have to find a way to safely send them the key. If a hacker intercepts the key while it's crossing the internet, your indestructible vault is completely useless. So this problem terrified cryptographers for decades. How do two strangers share a secret over a public, heavily monitored internet without anyone else seeing it? If we could not solve this, secure online banking would not exist today. E-commerce would not exist. Imagine your life without e-commerce. It's scary, right? To fix it, the world had to invent a completely new type of math. A system that does not use one key, but two keys. So let's break it down. Imagine if instead of trying to hide a key, you did the exact opposite. What if you gave the key to everyone in the world? That is the genius of asymmetric encryption. You generate a key pair that are mathematically linked together. The first is your public key. You want everyone to have this. You put it on your website, you email it, you shout it from your rooftops. The second is your private key. This one stays buried deep inside your computer. You never share it with anyone, ever. And here is the magic rule that makes the entire internet works today. Whatever one key locks, only the other key can unlock. Think of your public key not as a traditional key, but as an open padlock. You send an open padlock to your friend. They put a secret message in a box and snap your padlock shut. And with just one click, once that padlock clicks shut, the math becomes one-way street. Your friend himself cannot unlock it. A hacker intercepting it cannot unlock it. The only thing in the universe that can open that box is your hidden private key. Now, if you're a tech enthusiast, you might be wondering, how is that mathematically even possible? It works using something called a trapdoor function. In maths, some things are incredibly easy to do in one direction, but practically impossible to reverse. For example, it's very easy to mix yellow and blue paint together to make the green color. But if I hand you a bucket of green paint and say unmix this into back perfectly separate yellow and blue color, can you do it? You just cannot, right? Algorithms like RSA use prime numbers to create this trapdoor. Your computer easily multiplies two massive prime numbers together to create a lock. But a hacker's computer would take millions of years to factor that massive number back into original primes. They can drop the data through the trapdoor, but they cannot climb back out. So the problem is solved, right, for everyone. We just use asymmetric encryption for everything and everywhere. Well, no. There is a massive catch. Because asymmetric encryption relies on incredibly high, complex mathematical trapdoor, it is painfully slow. If you use RSA math to encrypt a 4K Netflix movie or a massive database backup, your computer's CPU would probably melt. That is what nowadays AI is doing with the CPUs. And it would take days to download. Symmetric encryption is like a sports car. It's incredibly fast and it has no armor. On the other side, asymmetric encryption is like a tank. It's heavily armored and secure, but it moves 5 miles an hour. Too slow. So what do real-world systems do? They pull off a masterpiece. They use both. And this is exactly what happens behind the scene when you visit a secure website like Amazon or your bank. When you type in HTTPS and your website name, your browser reaches out to the server of your website. The server says, hey, here's my public key, that open padlock we talked about. Your browser does not send your password yet. Instead, your browser generates a brand new, super fast symmetric key, the AES one. It puts the symmetric key into the box, snaps the server asymmetric padlock shut, and sends it over the internet. Now, can you guess who has the private key for that particular padlock? Obviously, the server. The server receives it and uses its private key to open the box. And no one else can do it, because only server has the private key for that particular padlock. And boom, both sides now have the same symmetric key. And no one else saw it. They use the slow, heavy tank to just securely deliver the keys of the sports car. And now for the rest of your session, they put the tank away and use the blazing fast symmetric key to handle your password, your credit card, and your video stream, and any kind of data. So asymmetric starts the conversation, but symmetric encryption carries forward it. And just like that, the key sharing problem is solved. We combine the speed of symmetric with the security of asymmetric encryption to build the modern internet. So in asymmetric encryption, we use many algorithms, but there are two famous algorithms that are getting used in the market right now is RSA that we have talked about and ECC, that is elliptic curve cryptography. So the difference in between these two algorithms we can discuss in separate video. So cryptography never stops evolving. What if you want to establish a share secret with someone, but you don't even want to send a logged box over the internet? You don't want to share that. What if you could just agree on a secret mathematically out of a thin air? And that is the mind-blowing world of Diffie-Hellman key exchange. And it's the exact math that powers the end-to-end encryption in WhatsApp. We are decoding that in the next video right here. So stay secure and I'll see you there. And remember, we will keep it simple.